Cal Raleigh and the Mariners just put on a fireworks show that's barely legal in city limits, as Randy and Demo also helped him light up Bailey Falter and the Pirates. Welcome to the Dom Skeen channel, your one-stop shop for the Mariners storylines on Seattle's minds. And the Mariners take this one 6-0 on Independence Day over the Pirates. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Hope you're spending it with your families. And I'm going to go do the same right now. But before that, I wanted to get this quick video off, get my thoughts off on this game. 321 expected batting average, nearly doubling the Pirates' 171. Just atrocious. Only 5 hits for them on the day, and only 7 for the Mariners. Still less than a hit per inning. But we get 6 runs on 7 hits because we absolutely crush it when we get a hold of it. And in this one, it's just all long balls. You start out with Cal Raleigh, and it could have just be anybody else. No. He starts out first inning, bottom of the first, gets his pitch, and right side. We saw 2 homers from the right side today, something that we've seen before this year as well. But it's funny, people always talk about the left side being his dominant side. Today, it's just like right side. He looked like a right-handed Shohei Ohtani, just the way that he has a two-handed swing that takes so much power and stays in the zone for so long. Especially, I mean, the way that he shortened his, his kick up this year, doesn't take quite as big of a leg kick. He literally looked like a right-handed Shohei Ohtani swinging the bat today. That's the best. That's just the most descriptive thing I can say about Cal Raleigh. The athleticism, the way that he's swinging the bat. From that right side, it's like the left side is this nice level swing where the way he turns on it is just lethal. But from the right side, it looks like Shohei Ohtani. Somebody tell me I'm crazy in the comments, please. Anyway, Cal gets the four-seamer. He gets that four-seamer. It was the 8th at-bat of the game total. If you're looking on Savant, 5th. So he gets a bunch of bad pitches. Gets one pitch up in the zone that he doesn't hit, and then he gets. When you throw Cal Raleigh 4 four-seam fastballs and you miss on that 5th one in the zone, close to the middle of the plate, a little bit in, he's absolutely gonna crush that. 433 feet, way into the upper deck. Just one of the prettiest shots he's ever hit. 115.2 miles an hour off the bat. That's one of the hardest hit balls, I guarantee, of the year for the Mariners, if not the hardest, and one of the hardest of the StatCast era. The only ones above that are, the few outliers by guys like Stanton and O'Neal Cruz that are, speaking of the Pirates, that are at 118 or something like that. There's a few outliers in the StatCast era, but this is about as good as it can be. A 1,000 XPA homer in every single ballpark, obviously. 433 feet, just wow. Then moving on to his other homer, you had Cal Raleigh. It was against Braxton Ashcraft, right? Yeah, because he faced Cal twice. Is that correct? Having trouble looking at this. Oh, no, it was Bailey Falter. Okay. So Falter did it twice. This is the 3rd time he faces Cal. Cal comes up, he throws him a four-seam fastball outside. Cal just watches it, and then he throws him one, misses almost the exact same spot that he missed the first one, and it goes 381 feet this time. Again, looks like the right-handed version of Shohei Ohtani. 610 expected batting average on that one, but that's Cal Raleigh's 35th of the year. So now he's tied Ken Griffey Jr. for the most homers before the All-Star break by a Seattle Mariner, and this is just insane, obviously. There's nothing more you can say, except for this right-handed side needs just a little bit more attention. And the fact that we're analyzing both sides of Cal Raleigh as elite home run hitters at this point, obviously he is just the anomaly of all anomalies. At this point, he is, I think you can comfortably say that he is a top 10 player in baseball. And when's the last time you could say a catcher was in the top 10 players in baseball? Joe Mauer had, I think, an MVP year, but there's really not that many. His last at bat, he basically just swung at the first pitch, was absolutely garbage anyway, and just popped it up, but it didn't matter at that point. Probably wants to go home and spend 4th of July with his family, as it's well deserved. Kind of light today because, I mean, you look at this. Bailey Falter did get lit up. I'll read you his line: 5.2 innings pitched, 4 runs, 3 earned on 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 0 walks, 3 homers given up on 75 pitches, 3.69 ERA on the year now for Bailey Falter. And he got hit hard in this one. He got hit hard 11 times. Yeah, we had a 56. They had a 56% hard hit rate. We had a 40% hard hit rate. Still, very high hard hit rates, and the ball was flying today. They just didn't get any long balls, so they didn't get any out. Neither team had much offense other than that, obviously. And get over to Brian Wu. Brian Wu just cruised, man. 6 innings, 3 hits, no shutout, 6 shutout innings, 3 hits, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, no homers, 93 pitches, only 4 hard hits, and he's down to a 2.77 ERA on the year. Beautiful stuff. Trent Thornton also got the final 6 outs of the game, a 6-out save, and not a save, 6 outs. Final 6 outs of the game though. Close it out, and allowed 1 hit on that. With 1 strikeout, he's down to a 4.99 ERA on the year. Only took 18 pitches to get through 2 innings though. So good signs all around for the Mariners on Independence Day. Absolutely beautiful to see. We're now 46-42, and we're right in the midst of being able to take 5 of 7 still from this homestand. Even though you split a frustrating 4-game series just now to the Royals, you can now split, or now you can take 5 of 7. If you can just sweep these Pirates. And interesting enough, Baseball Savant, maybe it's because I'm doing it right as soon as the game ends, but I don't know. But it says game over instead of final today on the box score, so little last interesting tidbit there. Bailey Falter kind of doing a little bit of a Sandy Koufax thing, the way that he winds up and stuff. And he has a good little arsenal: 4-seam fastball, slider, curveball, sinker, splitter. 8 whiffs on 54 seams like that will play, even though it's only really 92 on average. And the slider, no whiffs on 9, 2 whiffs on 7 curveballs, none on 6 sinkers, none on 3 splitters. Yeah, the rates just aren't there for most of these pitches. Maybe if he can but the 4-seam fastball, and the curveball worked. So, all these other secondaries, he threw single-digit times. Obviously can take more than that to get for any of this to normalize. So, 10 on 75 for Bailey Falter is actually pretty good. And only getting, he only gets 4 strikeouts in 5.2 innings, but does limit the walks. So it looks like he was just throwing it in the zone, and the Mariners clobbered a few. And this is exactly what you don't want to do against the Mariners. If you go 50% 4-seam fastball against the Mariners, then you only throw 9 sliders, 7 curveballs, 6 sinkers, 3 splitters. You're doing it wrong, simply put. Even if that 4-seam fastball is getting all those whiffs. Sorry, it kind of took me a minute to look at that and arrive at that conclusion. But Braxton Ashcraft, 3 on 30, 3 swing strikes on 30 pitches. Braxton Ashcraft at this point doesn't look like he's going to have too much longer in the league. Brian Wu, 12 on 93, 12 swing strikes on 93 pitches. You get 3 on 38 4-seamers, none on 19 sinkers, 4 on 17 sliders, 3 on 14 sweepers, 2 on 5 changeups. Wu, keeps cruising with these low exit velocities, 86.3. He is one of the few guys who can get massive swinging strike rates, completely take away any sort of hard contact as well. The max exit velocities rarely get up there for Wu. Occasionally they do. We've seen it recently more than at the start of the season, but he is too elite. And there is a conversation right now, about if you were to trade for a guy like Ronald Acuna, you had to include a member of the pitching staff. Who would you give up? Obviously not Gilbert. Kirby, could be the guy, but Wu is untouchable. Basically, you can't touch Wu. he's just too good at what he does. He's such an outlier. Again, like Cal Raleigh, Cal Raleigh is one of the best scouting jobs the Mariners will ever have. And Brian Wu has a chance to be that same thing on the pitching side. So, with this one in the books, let's go enjoy Independence Day. I will be going to the game tomorrow, so expect a recap after that. And I'll see you guys either tomorrow or Sunday with a recap of that game. Also going to do some more trade deadline content, because with this Ronald Acuna thing heating up, a lot of stuff is being put out there. I would trade all 9 prospects on the top 100 for, Acuna, is what some people are saying. So, it's an interesting discussion. I want to give my 2 cents on that. But I'm going to do a different trade deadline video or series. I want to do something a bit better production quality too than just talking in my room. So let me know down in the comments what you guys would like to see. And with that being said, happy Independence Day. I will see you guys all tomorrow. God bless America, and go M's.